as usual.
Hear Irene sing. Do you agree with me?
Yes!
Okay, Irene, from the strength of the years, I think she should just stroll back.
Let's give it up for Irene Logan. Thank you so much for coming, taking time out of your busy schedules to be here tonight. Most of you didn't even know what you were coming to, and it's very humbling that you honored this invitation. Seeing today actualizes a very cathartic feeling for me, because all of this really started as wishful thinking. So for those of you wondering what Tribassa is, I'm going to get to that in a second if you haven't figured it out yet. But allow me to introduce myself to you briefly. Okay, do I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, thank you. I was born in Monrovia, Liberia in the good old days, to two very young parents who had their whole life dreams ahead of them. The year I was born was a very significant year in the lives of us. 3 months after my birth, I lost my father. And a few months after, my brother followed, my mother's son. A few months after, I lost my grandfather, my mother's father. I grew up with a mother who had to learn to mask her grief to breastfeed me. So that was my first lesson in resilience. Growing up, somewhere in between growing up and becoming a child, calamity hit and a civil war broke out in Liberia, and boom, we found ourselves in Ghana, certified refugees. It was difficult times, but all those periods in my life taught me that life is very uncertain, but there is something called faith. And once you have faith, any and everything is possible. So when I was 22 years old, I became a household name in Ghana. That refugee girl actually won a singing competition, and I had the opportunity to travel around the world to do music. One thing that I realized was, traveling through Africa, was how we could take very little and turn it into so much. And that was so inspiring. I felt like we had so much to offer, we have so much to offer, so much to give. And when you walk down the streets, when you drive down the streets, there are artists everywhere, from the carpenter to the seamstress to the tailor. Now we have beautiful fashion designers all over Africa. Africa needs to be celebrated to its full potential. And I wanted so much to be part of that story. Because, thank you. Because I had such a burning desire to be part of a race that I was already a part of. But then I realized that my desire wasn't just being part of, it was rather to be, to do something for this race, to be a representation of this race in a powerful and a positive light as a young black woman. So that was the beginning of the birthing of Tribassa. So throughout my journey as an artist, as a musician, things got a bit shaky, and I was confused and I didn't know what was next for me, because I've always wanted so much for myself. I've always wanted so much for my life, so much more than Irene Logan, the singer. It was as if I was put in a box and I was not allowed to step out of that box. I mean, I could go to a bank for a business transaction and the first person that recognizes me will say, "Oh, are you here to sing for us?" You know, I was like, I wasn't allowed to do anything else but sing. But I wanted to be more than that. I wanted to be a trailblazer, a pioneer. Pioneering is more than just creating something that's random or birthing something in the flesh. We bear upon our backs and we carry upon our shoulders the responsibility to create history and the demands of the future. So how are you representing the human race? How are you representing your continent? How are you representing yourself? How are you using your gift? So the box and what I wanted to be was a complete antithesis. So I had to step out of the box. I had to break free. And that was the beginning of Tribassa. So Tribassa is an omni-channel. Thank you. Thank you. My friends are shouting about this. Thank you guys. Tribassa is an omni-channel retail company. And tonight is not necessarily perfection. Tonight is beginning and courage and daring to dream, daring to do more. So even as you walked around and you saw all these pieces that I designed myself, not because I'm a professional designer, but I've always had a passion, and I told myself that this year was going to manifest my glory fully, whether or not people understood it. So this is my baby, and this is from my heart. And I hope you love it. We have authentic, beautiful kente mantles. You've never seen them anywhere before. Aren't they gorgeous? Kente is a symbol of royalty, and we adorn royalty with more royalty, Swarovski crystals. Everything is handmade. And then we have our beautiful wooden sink. It's like a broken calabash. It's made of wood right here in Ghana. I hope you guys saw it. And then we have the ATTW collection shoes. These shoes are made in Italy by some of the best artisans ever. We know that Italy is the shoe capital of the world. And I've been asked, why did you make sneakers and not dressy shoes? Why not sneakers? Sneakers is young, sneakers, they're urban, it's fresh, it's different.
Pre-Christmas.
Agree?
20 years.
So we are going to expand into other things. But for tonight, for the launch, so the reason why I brought all of you out here was to experience creativity. We want to send the African experience to the world. When these sneakers were made, they were made 3 months ago. I had a showcase in New York City, and after my presentation, because of the village concept, carrying your village with you, we have a painting of the village arts in the shoe. We sold 50 pairs of shoes that night. So that's our first step into sending our culture to the world. So ladies and gentlemen, apart from all the beautiful and big English that I had to learn and chew and pour tonight, I want you to support Tribassa, not because it sounds fancy or not, but because you are supporting a young girl who dared to dream. You're supporting a young girl who, against all odds, decided to fight through and live a purposeful life. So I want to thank you so much for coming tonight, and join us at Tribassa as we put our best foot forward with feet in our shoes, and let us go, let us run to the world and tell our narrative our way. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, baby. I thought you were in the States.
So much.